everyone, Catweazle here, welcome to the channel and welcome back to our playthrough of Sword and Sorcery Immortal Souls, where we're currently playing Quest 1 of Act 1, which is the Prologue. We're trying to make our way here, which is like the town square, and then we're going to go in this direction, which is towards the cathedral, but unfortunately our footsteps are dogged by gremlins. They're coming out of this spawn hole here, and they've got the jump on Icarus at the moment. They've sort of come out of the hole behind him and he's swiveled round, and he's going to have to deal with them in this episode. But he's got some stalwart companions who no doubt will give him a hand. Now, from last episode, there was no particular rules errors, but I did ask a question about line of sight and Laegon, and could he attack, because there were two different types of gremlin in here. Well, he can, because what I missed was they only get in each other's way if they are in different tiles. So say the blue one was here, then Laegon couldn't attack the green one because they're in a different tile and he's in the way. He could attack the blue one because the blue one is in front and there's nothing in the way, but he couldn't attack the green one. Similarly, the blue guy was over here. Two reasons why he couldn't attack him: because one, he's not in line of sight to begin with because of the corner of the tiles here, and two, this guy's in the way. So, but as it is, you know, they're both in here, so he could attack either. He didn't last turn, but he had other interesting stuff to do, so it's not a big deal. So we know that now, so Laegon will be able to attack. Alright, having gone through that, let's crack on with episode 4 and move into the time phase. And here we are with Icarus. So he lost that extra damage, so he's down to 4, which is pretty grim. We'll have to sort him out. Thorgar can help, however. Speaking of whom, here is Thorgar. He has those 15 crowns that he picked up. We'll want to get rid of those and pass them on to Laegon. And as for Laegon, well, he's here. He's swapped out his short bow for the long bow. He's got 5 crowns. Other than that, he is unchanged. Let's get to the battle phase. And here we are at the battle phase. What are we going to do? Well, we're going to change it up slightly. We're not going to have Icarus go first. We're going to have Thorgar go first. First thing he's going to do as a free action is he's going to pick up the longsword. Let's have him take it to Icarus. So he can't use it himself, but he can pop it into his backpack, so he's done that. Talking of picking up and dropping, he's also going to drop those 15 crowns. We don't want him to have these crowns on him when he goes over here, because that's where he is going. So he's dropped those, and our friend Laegon should be able to pick those up, no problem. As somebody pointed out, why trade for an action when you can drop stuff and pick it up? I don't know why the designers have done that, but there is probably, you know, you'll probably find there's some circumstance where it's much better to trade than actually drop things. You never know, there may be a monster out there that just scoots around picking stuff up. So, you know, as it stands in this particular scenario, it seems better to drop it on the ground and let other people pick it up. Alright, so Thorgar, he's now going to move. He's going to use all of his movement. He's going to go 1, and then obviously he's got to use 2 movement to get into here. Now, the heroes are not dominating that tile. There is 3 of them, what with Icarus's mighty presence, but there are 2 of the gremlins, so it's 3 versus 2. They haven't got 2-to-1 superiority, so they are not dominating. What is Thorgar going to do? Well, he's going to attack, obviously. So he's going to focus, so that is going to give him +1 hit. That is going to offset the night effect, which is -1 hit. And then he is going to attack the blue gremlin in this case. Why are we attacking the blue one? We've been attacking the green one first. Well, it's because we've got the Carnage effect in play, you know, getting criticals and stuff like that. So I would prefer to get rid of the tougher monster, which is why we sent Thorgar in there, because he's got the battle hammer. As Craig has mentioned, the battle hammer is, well, it's pretty overpowered for a stash weapon. It's by far the most powerful weapon in the stash, especially since they got rid of the spear, which was a mistake. But the battle hammer wasn't a mistake, and it's a beast of a weapon. I would recommend any starting, you know, if you can actually use it, you know, if it isn't restricted, you know, picking up the battle hammer is a great idea. And Thorgar picked it up. The reason I gave it to Thorgar is because, well, the miniature's got a battle hammer and he looks cool with it, so we'll keep it with him. Not like we're going to swap it over to Icarus or anything. Right, so he's going to attack the blue goblin. That means he gets 2 blue and 2 red die. And let's see what he can do. Come on. Oh, well, we've got 2 lightning bolts for a start. That's an excellent start. We've got a gremlin, which is not an excellent start. We'll move that off to one side. We've got a hit and another lightning bolt. So that's 1 hit. And we've got another gremlin. That is just rubbish, man. I mean, we can get that to 2 hits because of the lightning bolts. And we could knock it out as well. So we could get +2. So that'd be 3 and knock it over. But we need at least 1 more hit, I think. So he's going to use his reroll ability with Divine Aid, and we're going to reroll one of these. We'll reroll the red, and we're looking for another hit. And we do get another hit, so that's brilliant. That is the 4 we need. We've got 1, 2, spend 2 of those for +2, that's 4. We only had -1 for the night effect, but he did focus. So we've got the 4 that we required to kill this guy. Now, he would have got a critical as well, and I believe that we've actually got to put the critical onto him straight away. So whatever this was a critical that he scored as well. Remember, we've got Carnage over there, and the first attack of each hero and each enemy inflicts a critical. So what was it? We knocked him out anyway. Yeah. So there was a knockout, but we followed it up and just killed him outright anyway. So this guy goes, and we didn't get his sonic weapon. Another reason to kill it very quickly. He didn't get to attack with his sonic weapon, and he's gone, baby. And we can discard that enemy power as well. So excellent. We've managed to kill him. Oh, does drop. Yay, a soul shard. We've got 4. Let me just dig that out. So we can level somebody up now. We have got 4 soul shards. Probably be Icarus, but we'll do that next time phase, as long as we don't lose any of these. So that's brilliant. Now we've got to pull an encounter card for Thorgar, because we still have a green gremlin left. And let's pull encounter card. And we get Master Assault. Activate all purple enemies. We haven't got any. Otherwise, activate all highest rank enemies, which is the green one. So he is going to activate and he's going to attack. We've seen this before. He's just going to attack with his claws. Now, he attacks the person with the most crowns. Fortunately, we got Thorgar to drop his crowns. So both Icarus and Thorgar have 0 crowns. We get to pick, and he's going to pick Icarus because he has 2 armour. Good stuff. Right, so let's roll. And whew, he gets... Ooh, keep forgetting to take these out of the way, don't I? Let's move those out of the way. We got an S and an S, which is a miss, which is good because he got 2 hits on his other die. He has 2 armour, so he absorbs both of those, and we didn't get hit, which is good because he is on 4 health after all. Alright, so the gremlin has gone, and that is it for Thorgar. Next up, Icarus. And here we are with Icarus. He's going to attack the green goblin. We are now dominating, so that is +1. That offsets the night effect. He is also going to use an action to focus, so we are already at +1 hit. Because we're at +1 hit, that means we get a critical. I believe we do it before. As soon as you get a hit, you put a critical on. So we've already got a guaranteed hit. So let's put... That's my understanding anyway. Let me know if I'm wrong there. And it's stunned. So we'll get a stun token. And we'll put that on there. Let me just check what stunned means. Always worthwhile. Just in case it gives us any extra hits. A stunned enemy must skip its next activation. This means when an encounter card or equivalent activation effect activates that enemy, it must instead ignore the activation and then discard the stun token. The enemy will act normally during future activations. Stunned enemies are not able to perform any kind of attack, including reaction attacks. So if this was a blue goblin, a blue gremlin, keep calling them goblin, blue gremlin, then what would have happened was it couldn't like use its spine attack, which the blue gremlin should have used when we killed it before. Okay, the spine attacks wouldn't have affected Icarus. He's got 2 armor. However, we have to roll. We do have to roll for Thorgar, so apologies for that. He's going to roll a blue die, and he gets a shield. So brilliant. That's okay. So good job. Good job I went through that and checked the stun condition. Right. So we're all right on the blue gremlin, and I caught up on the fact that he should have used its spines. This guy's stunned, so he's not going to activate even if we don't kill him. So, but we should kill him, shouldn't we? I mean, we've got 1 hit on him already, and we're using the broadsword, so that's 2 red dice. We need a total of 3, so we need 2 more. Where have I put my cup? There it is. And yes. So even though we got a gremlin there, we got 2 hits on the other dice. So 2 + 1 for the dominating, and we've killed it. That doesn't have a reaction, so I don't have to remember about spines or anything. He was stunned, then he was killed. Brilliant. So we'll pop that in there in the discard. And what did he drop? He dropped a soul shard as well. We're up to 5. That's excellent. So we should be at least levelling up 1 person next turn. And so he used an action to focus, that offset the knight. Then he killed it in combat, so he can still move. So I shouldn't have picked up the longsword, should I? It's alright, Thorgar will follow behind with it. Yes, I shouldn't have picked. He could have picked up the longsword. He could have moved and picked up the longsword now. Oh, damn it. Anyway, 1, 2, 3. He is going to go a bit further. There. He can't dash because he used his action to focus. So Icarus has actually moved to here. There are no enemies, so we do not need to draw an encounter card. Next up is Laegon. And here we are with Laegon. First thing he's going to do as a free action is he's going to pick up these coins. So we now have 20 crowns. I've got to change these 2 5s for a 10 because you've got to have the highest denomination coins that you can. I think the reason for that is because gremlins do steal coins. So The designers don't want you running around with a load of 5 crown pieces that you can just like hand out piecemeal. I think that is the thought process behind that. So he's picked that up. What else can he do? Well, he can move. So, and I think he is going to move as well. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. Or is he? No, he's just going to move 1. He's going to move 1 to here. And we're not going to bother with the story event. I'd like to turn over the story event, but I want Icarus or Thorgar to be able to do that first. So not a great turn for Laegon. And as I say, I did make a bit of a balls up. I should have left the longsword here, and our friend Icarus could have picked it up. Then he could have equipped it next turn, but I've made a balls of that, unfortunately. We got away with carnage a bit, because we managed to kill both of those enemies before, well, one of them, before that kicked in. And we did get the attack from the green gremlin, but because it was attacking Icarus, he didn't inflict any damage, which means critical didn't come into effect. And yes, I think that is it for this turn. I managed to remember the blue gremlin spines eventually, so I think, yes, we can move on. That is the end of the battle phase. Next up is the event phase. And here we are at the event phase, and that just means we get rid of carnage. So pop that in the back there, and we have no event. Means we're going to get nothing spawning here, so hopefully we can get Thorgar the hell out before anything comes crawling out of that hole again. Right, that is it for the event phase. So we'll go into the next turn and the time phase, where we're going to have some levelling up. And here we are at the time phase. There's no upkeep, there's no refreshing of powers, anything like that, but Icarus is going to level up. He spends 4 of those soul shards, and what he's going to do is, he, as you can see here, he gets an extra 2 health, putting him up to 8, but he was on 4, so he's up to 6. He gets a new talent, which is Lucky. So each time he makes a save, he can roll twice and pick the best one. And he gets an extra action as well. So that's what he spent his 4 soul shards on. He's still got that 2 damage, remember, but hopefully Thorgar will be able to get rid of that sometime in this round. Speaking of Thorgar, he is next. Here's Thorgar, and no big deal there. He's just got an extra longsword that he picked up, which he didn't have to. Let's move on to Laegon. Here's Laegon. He now has all those crowns. He's on 20 crowns, and other than that, he hasn't done a great deal this turn, so nothing to do. Let's go to the battle phase. And here we are at the battle phase. Alright, what are we going to do? Well, first of all, I'd like to get all our heroes back together. I don't like them split up, and I certainly don't like Thorgar sat on a spawn point. So what we're going to do is we're going to go with Thorgar again. He's going to go first for the second round in a row, and he's going to move. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3 into here. Then for his action, he is actually going to trade, and he's going to trade the longsword to Icarus. So that will go into Icarus's inventory. Having done that, he is going to leave it there. That's it for Thorgar's turn. Next up, it will be Icarus. And here we are with Icarus. The first thing he's going to do is an action, and he's going to reorganize his equipment. So he's going to put his broadsword into his inventory, and he's going to equip the longsword. Excellent. He's now ready for action. But he's still got a movement, and he's still got free actions. He's not going to do any free actions, but what he's going to do is he is going to move. Let's see what this story event is about. Bit of a risk because Thorgar's already gone. Yes, so if we get a load of monsters, then we've just got Icarus and Laegon to deal with them. But we'll see how we go on. So story event 1, that means we've got to walk into here. And then we've got to read story event 1, which is in the storybook. And that is section 1.1. So I'll read it out. The heroes reach the city at the first light of the sun. Beyond the gates, a vision of blood greets them. Swarms of gremlins are attacking buildings and people alike, starting fires everywhere. Place event 4 in play and resolve it. Right, we've got to get event 4, bear with me. And here is event 4. And yay, it's daytime. Read and apply the day effects described in the storybook. Then we shift all used powers forward by 1 time increment. We've got no used powers, so that doesn't kick in. We get rid of night. We get rid of that stupid -1. And let's see what the day brings us. So I've got to have a look at the storybook, which is down here. Have a look at the scenario, prologue. Day event 4, no additional effects. So essentially all we've got rid of is that -1 hit effect. But that'll do me. Much, much better. That's what we like. Let's carry on reading. Place 2 fire 2 tokens. 1 on location C and 1 on location D. Okay, hang on. Fire 2 tokens. Got those. So these must be the fires that the gremlins are setting. I've just got to check the storybook for locations C and D. Bear with me. Here, there's 1 there and 1 here just in front of the, this is the road down. Just see the door there to the cathedral. So those are in there. Okay. Once we enter these tiles, we'll go through what fire does, but we're not there yet. Remove the spawn gate from the quest. Excellent. So that's this here. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of that stand. So that has gone. Great news. But unfortunately we open the other spawn gate, which is this one. Right, so we've got another spawn gate, but it's here. That's probably so that the monsters don't have to run all the way around here to catch up to us. So nice one there by the game designers. Place the Story 1 event card revealed side on top of the event deck. Oh, this gives us a bit of extra time. Good, good. Because obviously at the end of the event phase we just turn that round. So it does give us an extra bit of time. Cool, quite like that. The entrance to the cathedral is clearly visible to the heroes, yet as they walk towards it something attracts their attention. Some dangerous looking humans clad in heavy leather armour, carved with strange symbols and wielding curved blades, are opening a chest on the cart, but as one they turn towards the heroes. So we've got a soul nature choice. If we are law, and we drive away the raiders and we have to go to section 1.6. There are options here for neutral and for chaos, but most of our characters are lawful, so we'll go to section 1.6. Section 1.6. The heroes notice a wounded merchant lying near the cart. The raiders, knowing they have been discovered, prepare their weapons for combat. Place 1 green raider in the story event 1 area, or 2 green raiders if there are more than 3 heroes. No, it's just 1, because we have 3 heroes. I'm going to have to dig those out. Bear with me. Okay, I'm back. So there are 2 green raiders. So we're going to have to pick one of these, I think. So we'll just give it a quick shuffle like that, and then whoop. And what we'll do, just because one of these might have an enemy power on it or something like that, that'll be 1 to 3, that'll be 4 to 6, and that means we get the second one. Okay, we'll get rid of that, and we've got to get a raider miniature, won't be a moment. Okay, I'm back. So here we have our raider with the curved blade. I'll just check exactly where we put him, won't be a moment. Yeah, it's in the story 1 area, isn't it, which was here. That's where the card was. So we've got the raider there, we can get rid of that. Now we've got to spawn some extra enemies, I believe. So it's the heroes minus the enemies, minus another enemy. So that's 3, minus 1 is 2, minus another 1 leaves 1 more. So we'll pick it from here, and we get a green gremlin. So we've got a green gremlin. Let's move that out of the way there. We've got a green gremlin. And we also have the Green Raider, which is here. So we'll put actually the Raider came out first, didn't he? And it's got a bloody enemy power. Damn it, we picked the wrong one. So the Raider is controlled by Icarus. Laegon's going next, so he will control the Gremlin. It's just a 5 crown Gremlin. So we'll pop that at the spawn point. And the Raider needs an enemy power. So what does he get? He's got a poisonous weapon, those dastardly Raiders. All melee attacks inflict +1 hit unless save poison 1. Ooh, nasty. But remember, Icarus is now lucky, so he gets 2 dice to roll on saves and picks the best one. So that's funky. We've got the Gremlin here, the Raider there. And let's check back what else we've got to do. In the next enemy turn, activate all Raiders instead of drawing an encounter card. So this guy is just going to activate. Note when any Green Raider dies, remove it from the quest. Okay, so I think that means it just doesn't go into the enemy deck that we've set up. So after this, we'll just go back to spawning gremlins, I think. Resume play until no more Raiders are in play, and then we go to section 1.9. Alright, so here's the Raiders, the Green Raiders enemy sheet. We'll have a look at that. It's map scroll. It attacks the enemy with the most damage, which I think is Icarus anyway. So at 0 range, which is attack with a sword, move away 1 area. Ooh, so he's tricksy, is he? He's also a strength based enemy. We'll go through the other ranges if we have to. As a passive, readiness. If any hero moves into its area, unless save, move this enemy away 1 area. Oh right, yeah, so he's difficult to close with. But we didn't move into his area, so we're okay there, I think. What's this? Dirty Trick. If triggered, sword attack inflicts blind and critical. Ooh. And it's got one of those artifact charges. Aimed shot. The next handbow attack inflicts +2 hits and critical. And it's got one of these special symbols. So if an encounter card brings this up, Shadow Strike, if engaged, attack with the offhand weapon and move away 1 area. So probably the handbow is the off weapon, and this just allows him to keep moving away and keep shooting at you. So that is his AI. He's got a sword which rolls 2 red, and he has a lightning bolt effect, which is Dirty Trick, which was up here. And his handbow, which is his off weapon, is +1 hit and rolls 2 blue dice. and if it has a lightning bolt, it means -2 armour. So they're pretty nasty. So we'll put that up there, along with, where's the green gremlin one? That's over here. Put that over there so I can see them. Okay, right, so we have moved up. First was an action, which Icarus used to equip his longsword, then he moved, then all of that story occurred. We've got this guy here, and fortunately Icarus can still attack, and that is what he is going to do. He's going to attack the raider, and yes, so he's got his longsword, his new weapon. So let's have a look at that. So he gets an automatic hit. Remember, nighttime is no longer in play, and we roll 2 red dice as well. Excellent. So 2 red dice, if I can find them. Yes, they're under the Book of Secrets. And brilliant, he whiffs on one of them. He gets the double-headed snake thing. So he's only got 1 hit, 2 hits because of the longsword. Has this guy got any armour? No, he does not. But we do need 4 damage on him. Oh, and we get a soul shard as well. And he's got piercing weapons and -1. He does have 1 armour. So we've only got 1 crappy hit on him. What we're going to do is we're going to use the ability of Thorgar here, and we're going to re-roll this die. So Divine Aid. Come on. Ah, and we get a gremlin. It's all going wrong. So we only got 1 hit. Only got 1 hit in, unfortunately. So we'll put that onto the raider. And oh, sorry, we got 2 hits because he's dominating. It's 2 against 1 because of Mighty Presence. So good job I remembered that. We got 2 hits on. So that's good. But instead of drawing an encounter card now, what we do is we just have this guy go as per the story event. So he's going to attack. So I'll just check the story event, see if he's attacking in any special way. The next enemy turn, activate all raiders instead of drawing an encounter card. Yep, so we just activate the raider. It's going to attack us. We are at 0 range. So that means he's going to attack with a sword and then move away 1 area. His sword attack is 2 red. And he gets 2 hits and a lightning bolt, unfortunately, and lightning bolts do something. So what is his lightning bolt? A dirty trick. If triggered, sword attack inflicts blind and critical. Ooh, damn. So, but we're alright because it's only 2 hits. They are absorbed by his armour, so he doesn't actually hit. Yeah? So it's not going to even... If he took damage, it would have inflicted the blind and critical, but he didn't inflict damage because he only got 2 hits, and his... didn't affect his armour. He hasn't got -1 armour or anything like that anywhere. No, the minus armour is just for the hand bow, and he is using his sword. So he moves back 1 area, so he's going to move into here. And that is it for his activation, I believe. Let me know if I got that right. I think I have. But if I haven't, let me know and we'll try and sort it out next turn. So that is it for Icarus' go, and a very long go it was. Let's move on to Laegon. And here we are with Laegon. And Laegon, first thing he's going to do is he is going to attack. And he's going to attack this guy here. Now, nobody in this area, so we're not dominating, unfortunately. But what we can do is he can use his longbow to do a ranged attack. The longbow has got up to 4 range, so he's well within range. And that means we're going to get 1 red die and 2 blue. And if we get some lightning bolts, so much the better, and we could do with them, to be honest. Remember, this guy's got 2 hits on him already, so we get 2 red and a blue. Let's roll. And we got 2 hits. So there's 1 there with a lightning bolt, 1 here with a pentacle, and we whiffed with the blue die because we got a gremlin, which is nothing. We can't re-roll it either because we used our Thorgar re-roll earlier. What does... Oh yes, so it's +1. We may well have killed it. We get an extra hit here, so that's 1, 2, 3. It's got 1 armour, so it goes down to 2. We don't have any silly night effect, so that is 2 hits. It already has 2 on it, so that is 4. Woohoo! We have killed the raider, which is excellent. So we can get rid of all that. We can have a look at what goodies we are going to receive, if any. We get 10 crowns and a soul shard. That is very generous. So soul shard and 10 crowns. 10 crowns drop here. The soul shard goes into the stash, so we've got 2 now. And the raider doesn't go back into the enemy deck. As soon as it's killed, we get rid of it. So we can get rid of that, and it's map scroll. Okay, so that was good work. Get rid of that. What to do next? Now, we could move, but don't think we're going to move. We're going to stay where we are. Feel a lot safer with Laegon back there because he's got all the cash. He's got, oh, as an action, he should have focused as an action, shouldn't he, and got an extra hit. I think we've killed it anyway, so get rid of that. I think we've killed it anyway. I hope so. But if we didn't kill it anyway, we're putting an extra hit through focusing. Yeah, I got it the wrong way round. But yes, should have focused there and put an extra hit on. Alright. So, and it's going to do nothing else, Laegon. We're going to leave it at that. And that means just an encounter, because we have the gremlin still on the board. So we do get an encounter this time. Dark Tranquility. Activate no enemies, shuffle the encounter deck with the discard pile, and then discard this card. Excellent. So, get the discards. So, we didn't get any attack. That's good news. And we just give these a shuffle. There we go. That'll do, and a cut. That's excellent news. Alright, pop that in there. He doesn't move at all. And that is it. Icarus has gone, Thorgar has gone, and Laegon has gone. That's it for the battle phase. Next up is the event phase. And here we are at the event phase, and all we do is we get rid of story event 1. Cool, cool. Pop that back into its deck. Brilliant. And yes, that is it for this episode now, I think. Yes, the event phase has finished. So what we've done is we've done story event 1. We got rid of those gremlins that were over here, killed those. Finally managed to get our new weapons equipped. We've moved into the square. There were some raiders attacking a merchant on a cart. We managed to kill the raider. First of all, Icarus sort of wounded him and he ran off. Then Laegon, however, wasn't having that and managed to shoot him while the raider was running off. While that was happening, one of the gremlins has noticed what's going on. He's turned round, hasn't been quick enough to act, but it looks like he's going to like join the fight pretty soon. We've got 10 crowns on the ground here. Icarus has leveled up, which is extremely helpful, and he's got a new talent. He's lucky, and he's got an extra action. He's got 2 actions as well. Damn it! He could have... I'm not so sure he could have focused twice. Did he focus in the attack against the raider? I may have forgot. I may have forgot for Laegon and Icarus, but we killed it in the end anyway. I'll have a look during the footage and see exactly what I missed. And yeah, but we killed it anyway, so no big deal. And things are looking funky. So we're now into the market square. We've got some fires that are going to stop us getting... Well, they're not going to stop us getting into the cathedral, but they're going to make it a little bit tricky. We've got a few areas here, I suppose the shops or something like that. So we've got a search token in this corner. We've got another waypoint here that we're going to investigate. As I say, we're role-playing it. They go over here to investigate. So we'll have a look at that once we've killed this gremlin, hopefully. We've got to pick up that 10 crowns here, do this search token, then try and put these fires out, and then we can go into the cathedral. We've still got quite a few events left, I think. So we've got 1, 2... Yeah, we've used 3, haven't we? We've got about 4 or 5 left. So what's that, about 10 turns? Something like that. So we may have to hurry on. We shall see. Oh, and it's now daytime. So we've got rid of that night effect of -1 hit. So hopefully that'll help us kill monsters quicker. Other than that, I think that is it. Yes, I think nothing else to review during the episode. And yes, that is the end of episode 4. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the views. Thanks for all the subscriptions. Thank you for all the likes and dislikes, because at least you're still watching. So thanks very much for that. Thanks for all the help and support. Everybody who's been chipping in and letting me know where I'm going wrong. Thank you very much. And speaking of which, again, any mistakes, please let me know, and I will try and fix them for next turn. Anyone who's been to Board Game Links to upvote the site, thank you very much. And exactly the same for everyone who's been to the video threads at BGG to make a comment, to like the threads, or to drop geek gold. Thank you so much. That is the end of episode 4, I believe. So, I hope you will join me for episode 5. It's hotting up, and we've got to clear out this market square and make our way to the cathedral. So can we do it? Time is running out. We've got a few events left, but I do want to have a look at this waypoint and how much is this sort of fire going to slow us down. We shall find out. Okay, but that is all for next time, which just leaves me to be saying toodaloo.